Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are doing very well today. So today our goal is to work on converting this Cryonite into, right over here, we have, first it will go into Cryonite powder, and then from powder to crystals, and then from a combination of both of those and some heavy oil into Cryonite rods. So we need Cryonite rods in order to finish off our utility science packs. We still will have a little bit more to do to finalize that, but we will at least have all of the non-liquid materials completed. And then the last thing that we'll have to do is just work on getting some thermofluid in space. So that means that we are going to have pulverizers, and we are going to need chemical plants, and last of all, furnaces. We aren't going to have to worry about anion exchange beads yet or Cryonite slush. That will come later. So right now it's just about the Cryonite rods. And I was thinking about where are we going to put all this processing. So I'm kind of a little bit upset about putting all of this Cryonite here in this landing pad. I'm kind of wishing that it was over here, or even like honestly, even over here, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and then we could ship it down this way once we have it all processed and everything like that. But in any case, I don't like it being here. I think that this area right now, without a ton of landfill, I would do it here if it was landfilled, but we don't have thousands of landfill to do this right now. So what that means is that I have crafted another cargo landing pad. And what I am going to work on doing right now is I'm going to work on transferring all of this Cryonite to a new landing pad along with this tiny bit of Holmanite. So I will be right back from doing that, and then once I'm done with that, we will get to work on making those Cryonite rods. Okay, so here we are, and after enlisting some help from my very good friend, the car, I have transferred all of the materials over here to this cargo landing pad. And as you can see, I decided to go with this location over here, thinking that this will give us plenty of room to do all of our processing up here, and then sending it down this way across the bus, because we don't need to put it on the bus here. The only thing that we're going to need Cryonite for, all of the things will be in outer space, so there's literally no need to do it here, or to put it on the bus here. So we are going to need some materials, okay? And so as I mentioned before, we are, and they're over here, we are going to first need to pulverize, pulverize it, because the mechanical facility, I believe, is the outer space version. So we're going to need a pulverizer, and then we are going to need a chemical plant. And we're going to need to make some steam, which means that we need some of these electric boilers, which we have none of. So that'll be fun. And then after that, we need to run heavy oil up there, which will be fun, and connect it to an industrial furnace. So we're going to need to make some industrial furnaces, which we can make. They are quite expensive, so I'll have to make a handful of those. And so those are the three types of buildings that we need, or four types, I guess, including these electric boilers. So I'm going to make some of those materials to get ready for the build. We've got only a tiny bit of belt, so we're going to grab more belt. So once I have everything that's needed in order to do this build, then we'll be right back in order to do it. Alrighty, so I have all of the materials, and just real fast, I noticed that there was a dead big biter spitter here inside of our turret range, which means that somehow a big biter got all the way down here, which also means that in the very near future, I am going to need to either wall off here and here, or just like straight across here. I'm not sure which. This is probably, doing just this is probably easier and faster. But as you can see, we only have this area over here defended, this tiny bit here. So, I would like to wall this off, and then all the way over here, and then this off, and then, as I said, this part right here. And that would be awesome. So in the near future, I would like to do that for sure. I still would need to increase our power output because not that we're exactly struggling, but adding that many turrets, I mean, we already have 283 turrets and they already are our highest power usage, which is kind of insane. So we'll have to do that in the near future. But in any case, we now have some pulverizers, we have some furnaces, and then we have a bunch of chemical plants as well. So let's go look at this one last time. Oh, and we can start some researches here. What should we research? Okay, let's see. We can do this quarry mineral extraction for imersite. Oh, this is new. Imersite sulfide, interesting. And then we can get immersium processing, and then we can get this optimization tech card, which we don't have to do exactly yet, but we will have to do it in the relatively near future, I think. And then we finally can research this space science laboratory, which has a research speed of 5 plus 4.5, so 9.5, which is just absolutely nuts. So we'll research that. So that's a lot of researches. What else can we do though in the meantime? We can also do this pyroflux smelting for holmium. We can also do automation 3, which would be very nice. And inserter stack capacity. So we'll get to work on all of those. And before we get going here, we need to drag some power out here. And I also would like to just set up some turrets just in case we get visited by some of our friendly neighbors, that they don't bother us too much. So let's do that. All right, so we got power over here, and then we'll just put up some quick defenses right here, just in case. Don't need to run into any issues because we weren't prepared. Okay. So the first process is to crush it. Now, unfortunately, a quarter of the time we are going to get sand out of this process. Now I hate that we are getting sand out of it because sand, it can be very annoying to get rid of, and basically the only thing that is useful to turn it into is landfill, which is fine, so we'll definitely be doing that. But it's just kind of annoying that we have to deal with that byproduct. Of course, this isn't Pyanodons or Bob's Angels, where everything has like 18 byproducts. So at least we don't have, tons of other things going on as well. But okay, so this is just going to be a Cryonite warehouse. We're not going to put holmium in here at all. So we'll do Cryonite, and we'll just go like this. There we go. Looks kind of cool. And then actually, well, can't craft another one of these, unfortunately. I was going to use... We'll just grab the holmium for now and put it in a chest. We don't have that much of it. We aren't going to do anything with it at the moment anyways. So I think it's okay. There we go. Just throw the holmium over there. And the reason for that is because the other warehouse that I've crafted is going to be for the sand that we get in the output here from our first process. So... I just realized that I need some fast loaders as well. Maybe just one. So while we get to crafting that, we are going to... Alright, let's see. So what we're going to do, the way I kind of like to do these things is we're going to have... right now it's only going to be one belt. And in the future we may migrate to 2, depending on how much processing we need. But I like to have kind of one belt come down, either down the middle or split to go on the outsides of the buildings. And in this case, since we have 2 outputs, we have the sand and we have the powder, I'm going to do it down the middle, and then it'll output to the outside. And then, actually, it still might be a little bit ugly because we don't have filter long inserters yet. Shoot. Okay, but that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to have... And we don't even need stack inserters, just fast inserters. So here's how this is going to work. So this is going to be, going to be crushing the Cryonite into powder, okay? And actually, I think what we are going to do is kind of something like this. Okay. Where this is sand. And then we're going to output the rest like so. And that will be the powder. So we'll do powder here. Cryonite powder. Okay, and so that's how this is gonna work, is oh, and let's put some belts over here. Okay, and then we'll copy this and we'll put it down right here. And so what's gonna happen then is the sand is gonna come through the center like this. And we can get rid of these. How many more of these do I have? Just 2. Okay, we'll just put them down here. There we go. Okay. So the sand will bring through here. There we go. And then we'll bring it up here. We'll join it together in one belt, and we are going to drag it like this. And we are going to put it in this warehouse, and then from here, we'll just do some probably direct insertion to, like, I don't know, to do some landfill, I guess. Seems reasonable, because I think that the sand landfill, that one takes only 50. I would use this one, which takes 200 sand. So that's a great way to kill some sand. Plus, we're going to need landfill in the future anyways, I'm sure. So that's no big deal. And then we'll drag some power around here for all of our facilities to use. That doesn't reach. Okay. And looks like we need some more filter inserters. We'll kill these. We don't need these. We'll craft some more filter inserters. There we go. Okay. And then we just need to grab some power for this. So actually, we'll run the power down like this. There we go. Okay. And then here's our unloader. All right, so we're going to start this process immediately, and we're just going to make sure that everything is working to our expectation. Let's get rid of these belts just real fast. There we go. And unfortunately, everything is dropping on the far side. So, oops. Oh, that's not a real inserter. All right, so we're going to drop half on the near side. I thought I had done that, but I guess not. Oh, it probably happened when I copied copied it over. Okay, so we are crushing very slowly, it seems. Let's see, how much have we used? We've used 800, or we've either deployed to the belt or crushed up to 800. And let's see how much sand. We made 100 sand. Okay, not too bad. So that means we did about 400 processes, I guess. So then the next step is to turn it into crystals, and crystals are powder and steam. Now, I don't know how much steam we're going to need. I have crafted 3 of these boilers, and these boilers, we can just make this very inefficient steam. It doesn't need to be, you know, this crazy thing. But we are going to need water for it. And unfortunately, we are in a very dry and arid place, so there's not a lot of water. I guess this is the closest water. Jeez, that's... Whoops. Okay, guess I didn't think that one through. Alright, well, we've got offshore pumps. And we've got power over there, so we can actually just run over there and do that. We have to do that. But I'm hoping that 3 boilers is enough. I don't really know how much. So let's see. The steam. Oh, I'd have to look at those steam recipes. Okay. So let's just grab this here. And then we can do our offshore, oops, not that pump, this kind of pump. Our offshore pump like right here. And power it. And then we're gonna go for a fly. And we're gonna be able to drag it all the way over, which is pretty nice. Okay, that was easy. Oh, okay, a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll have our boilers here, and they'll be outputting steam. And again, what I was gonna say is, so this is 100 steam. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna need more than this. Every second we're gonna get 300 steam. I think that's plenty, considering that it's only like 4 steam or something like that. 6 steam, yeah. Okay, so then we need our, where are they? Chemical plants. And we'll do one side of these, and we probably can just like line them up like pretty much close to this, I would say. And I think they can all go next to each other because the only liquid input is steam. So we're gonna do these crystals. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Crystals, there we go. Okay, and then we're gonna come down here, and this is gonna go underneath, and then we'll drag it along. That is unfortunate. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do fast inserters, or I mean these long inserters, which this actually needs to move down one more. Okay, so we're gonna cancel that. And we're gonna throw all the powder in here. And then we'll grab our long-handed inserters, insert them, power. There we go. And that should be working just fine. Yep, we're making cryonite crystals, and we are making water now. I think, are we gonna have to void this water? I don't even know if we can. So this flare stack, I don't have enough steel for it. Burns any fluid, releasing a large amount. Okay, so we can burn off the water, which I think is what we're gonna do, because I don't think, well, let's see how much water. This uses 100 water. Well, we might be able to do it. Okay. We're gonna try it. And it might fail. I think that it probably can work. So we're gonna put a storage tank right over here. And then we're gonna do a pump like this. We're going to connect pump to the storage tank, and we're going to say when water is less than 1,000, pump. Okay, then turn it around and we'll pump 1,000 water in. And then we are going to grab all the water from this process, and we're going to drag it down, and that should be able to get rid of all of our water. And we should use, I think, enough of that water from the processes to put back into making steam. It might even be a closed loop, I'm not sure. Because I didn't do the math on it, but that's okay. So then we're gonna copy this. We're gonna, and actually, one sec before we copy it. Let's put down these long-handed inserters and then a belt where they'll go. That way we can make sure that we're copying correctly. Okay, so we can do Shift G, or cannot flip it, unfortunately. But I think that this will pretty much work. And we'll just have to flip this belt. Yep, that's fine. Okay, and then we will bring our pipe out here. And oops, and we'll bring our steel, or not our steel, our steam over. Okay, and then let's power all of this. There we go. Okay, so those are crystals, and we will have more crystals here very quickly. Alright, there we go. And I guess I could have shifted it over so I didn't have to do this, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine, it doesn't matter. Alright, so we're making crystals. We might even need more of these chemical plants, I'm not exactly sure. Ugh. Because they, let's see, these are 3 seconds each. Yeah, we definitely might need more of these, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. But we will leave some room to do that. Okay. And again, this process here, if we need to expand it, we're just going to duplicate it. You know, expanding this direction we could do, but we might do for this, but we're not going to do for anything else. And you know what? It's kind of annoying me that it's not centered. So I'll be right back. I'm going to center it real fast, and then we will continue on with this process. Okay, so the bots did their thing, and it has now been centered. And I feel much better about it. Okay, and I have a ton of crystals and powder, so I'm going to get rid of this powder. There we go. And so, as I was saying, though, you know, this can be expanded because it's not doing it very quickly. So we'll leave some room here, and we'll actually come off to the side to finish this. And which side are we going to do it on? I think we'll do it on this side over here because we might want to expand this direction later. And also, we are going to need heavy oil for this last part, and so it's a kind of closer to oil-ish. Alright, so we'll do our industrial furnaces, and as you can see, these things are massive. So let's do... So we're going to have the crystals come down, and we'll split them to go on the outside, I think. Alright, so crystals are going to come on the outside. Very cool. And we will insert into our machine here. And let's see, Cryonite rods. Okay, so you can see we've got some interesting locations to put heavy oil in. So we're going to do it in the center of 2 of them, like this. Okay, and I craft, how many did I craft? I think I crafted 8, which I think is maybe even way too many. So we're going to output in the center like this. And we are going to need some powder as well as crystals to make the rods. So I would like to combine both of these belts to do the powder because I would like them to stay relatively balanced. So if we do it like this, there we go. I like that because then, you know, it's taking from both belts, not just one. And it's going to be a little bit more balanced. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then for the input here, are we going to do 1 belt or 2? How many is this? 2 and 2. Ah, we'll do 2 belts. I mean, there's nothing that, it's not going to hurt anything to do 2 belts. And we might as well, I think. Okay. But there we go. And then we just need to get this heavy oil in here, like this. So we will do something like this, I think. I'll put 2 on here, though, just because. And then we'll extend this a little bit so that it's more tileable. And then we will put our power down. Put some power down over here, and then we are going to copy this. And I can't flip it, huh? Okay, that's fine. All right, there we go. And then we're going to do this. I said I crafted 8, so we're going to do this one more time, like this. I can get rid of these. There we go. And then we can power it like so. And let's see, what is this? Okay, nothing crazy by any means. Okay, and then that's going to be Cryonite rods coming out. And later, actually, you know what we can do? I'm going to do this in preparation. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put these a little bit further apart because later we'll be able to put like a beacon right in here and hit all 4 of these all at once. I don't know. Maybe we'll just rework this entire thing. I'm not entirely sure. What happened to my furnace, bro? Okay. One of the other bots must have taken it. I'm sure he'll bring it back. Okay. So this powder... Oh, wait. Just kidding. Not this powder. We just discussed this. We grabbed this powder up here so that we didn't have to do exactly what I was about to do. Okay. So we're going to bring this powder down. And we'll split it right up here. Okay, there we go. And we'll throw some powder in here. Okay, what bot took my furnace and then didn't give it back? Rude. Alright. Where the heck are my roboports? I can never okay, there they are. Okay, rude bot. I assume that there's gonna be a bot coming to bring this now. Okay, here he comes. Thank goodness. I was like, you took it and then you didn't give it back? That's not very polite. Okay. And then we can bring this right through here. Okay. And we'll split going like this. Alright. Which means that, finally, the only thing that we have left is to come down here, connect this, and then we need to grab heavy oil somehow. No idea how. Let's see, heavy oil can like kind of come up over here. All right, we're gonna start at the heavy oil side and see where we can head up north. So if we come down here. Okay, heavy oil. Gonna have to like skip across this. Ugh, and it's like right in line with this belt, which sucks. So we'll come to the side and then we'll go further. Okay, this looks like maybe it'll work. Okay, okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, now the question is, where do I have to come across? Oh, like right here, I think. Actually, let's see. This... Oh, heck yeah. Okay, nice. So we can just do it right like this. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, okay, it's just sulfuric acid. That's fine. Okay, our bots are building the rest of those pipes. And hey, check it out. We have Cryonite rods coming out. Why is this not working? Because we don't have a long-handed inserter. That's why. Okay. I think all of these are working now, though. Which means that we have these beautiful, beautiful Cryonite rods. And so to finish this off, what we need to do is bring our Cryonite rods kind of... Ugh, it's gonna be messy going through there. So we're gonna like bring them over a little bit, I think, and then down. So what we can actually do is, let's see, there's not a great place. We could also put them into passive providers and just have our bots bring them down because we're lazy, which is sounds like a great idea. Yeah, good thinking. Good thinking. Okay. So underground. Here we go. And I guess we're just gonna do one for now and call it good. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And we'll throw the rest of the ones that we grabbed in there. Do we have any other materials? We do not. And these are working. I mean, they work fast, but they are still pretty slow at making these Cryonite rods. but we're even slower at making crystals, it looks like. So I think we're going to have to expand that production. But in any case, we have Cryonite rods coming in here. We'll fill up a full box. I don't care. All right. We still have a little bit more work to do to automate that. Like, we haven't automated this rocket yet, which we could do. But what we're going to do here, though, is we're going to do Cryonite rods. We are going to request them. And last but not least, we need to craft one of these to do that. We need to go up to orbit to request them. We're going to request, they stack in 200, so we're going to say like, ooh, I don't know, like oops, not 100, 1,000 Cryonite rods. Seems maybe a little bit overkill. Okay, we'll do 800. That's 4 stacks, that's plenty. Okay, 800 Cryonite rods. And then down here, all of our wires just look like an absolute disaster over here. But we're going to just connect input and output, copy, and then say Cryonite rod, output 1, somewhere, Cryonite rod. There we go, Cryonite rods. Very cool, and check it out, we're loading them up, which is awesome news. And I think that we want to change this. It needs to be a little bit more full now, so we're going to change it down to 300 for it to be able to launch, which I think is reasonable, maybe even more. But yeah, that is Cryonite rods. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. That is Cryonite rods, though, guys. We have successfully processed and made them. We're making them very slowly right now. We'll just have to increase, I think, this crystal production, because as you can see, that's pretty slow. I mean, we're pulverizing into powder definitely fast enough, but this crystal stuff is very slow. So we'll increase that at some point, not right this second though. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we are going to be getting to this utility science very quickly here, hopefully next episode. So we will get all the materials up to space and do that next time. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, as I said, and I will see you all on the next episode.